Let's go back to the good old days. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 toy lines from the 1990s.
The Super Bright scoring light and the Vest's locked-on alert technology that warns you when you're in someone's sights.
For this list, we've looked at those toys that dominated the children's market in the 1990s.
Now stretching fun farther than ever before.
It doesn't matter if they existed before our decade, only that their main era of popularity was within it. Finally, no game consoles, as that's a list for another day. This is part of a series of videos ranging from the 1960s to the 2000s. Number 10. Beanie Babies.
He is so adorable!
Launched in 1993, Beanie Babies remain one of the cutest, cuddliest, most collectible toy crazes to ever occur. Filled with plastic pellets rather than traditional stuffing, these things were easy to pose, easy to squeeze, and very difficult not to like. Because of Ty's strategy to regularly retire designs on a routine basis, barely a weekend passed without kids nagging their parents to buy the latest edition for their family. The best thing about them? They were a guilty pleasure for moms and dads as well. And once teeny beanies hit the market, things got littler and even more lovable.
Welcome to the family, Peanut.
Number 9. Furby.
What's that? It's my Furby.
The technological toy revolution began in the 90s, and Furby was the flag bearer. Toward the end of the decade, simple soft and squishiness was no longer satisfying. Kids needed walking, talking, self-sufficient super toys. Furby worked on the basis that the more you played with it, the cleverer it got. And we played with it a lot. With a wide range of colors, eyelids that actually moved, and an annoyingly awesome voice.
Tickle me!
They did absolutely nothing for our grammar, but absolutely everything for our playground reputation.
Need a baby!
And that helped the toy sell 14 million in 1999 alone. Number 8. Creepy Crawlers and Easy Bake Oven.
Cake, brownies, cookies, and candies. That's just the start!
Stomach-churning, disgustingly realistic bugs!
It's a battle of the sexes at 8, with boys and girls bound to their light bulb-powered ovens, reinforcing gender stereotypes for the next generation.
I love my Easy Bake Oven.
Little girls like to bake pretty things, right? And little guys like to be gross, right? Both originally introduced in the early 60s, the Easy Bake Oven was the first step toward becoming a domestic goddess. Creepy Crawlers was the first step toward, working in the reptile house? The cakes were just passable, and the bugs definitely weren't believable, but we all know that wasn't the point. It's all about the process.
Once the hideous bug maker does its work, you'll have stomach-churning, disgustingly realistic bugs!
Number 7. Troll Dolls.
Can't stop hugging the troll kid. Can't stop hugging the troll kid.
Even if you didn't consciously collect these little guys, there appeared to be a constant stream of them passing through your bedroom.
Each baby-sized troll has a secret hidden jewel, and each jewel with its special sparkle is perfect for wishing on.
Troll dolls seem to be taking over the toy world for much of the 90s, inspiring inside every one of us at least a little bit of talent as a hairstylist. They may have been created in 1959, they may have been popular in the 60s and 70s, they weren't cuddly, and they weren't conventionally cute. But they were seriously, seriously cool. Nowadays, trolls are mean people on the internet, but once upon a time, they were our funky-haired friends.
Troll kids have the adorable face of Ross Trolls and a body that's so soft you can't stop hugging it.
Number 6. Pokemon cards.
Are you ready?
I think I am.
Collecting things in general was the hobby of the 90s kid. We all remember magic cards. Collecting Pokemon cards, though, that wasn't your hobby, that was your life.
This is a Pokemon strategy card game. Playing this card game can help you finesse your Pokemon training skills.
Created in 1996, the multicolored, multi-talented, quirky creatures formed the basis of a trading card game so addictive, so intense, so overwhelmingly important that many schools actively prohibited it. Our homework lay scrunched in the bottoms of our bags, our Pokemon cards pristine in presentation binders. Should you score a shiny Charizard or a holographic Hitmonlee, then who cares about that effing geography? You were king.
Gotta catch 'em all! Gotta catch 'em all! Remember, it's about strategy.
Number 5. virtual pets.
My Tamagotchi angel's so heavenly. I love its pearly gay color.
The tense relationship between virtual reality and actual reality was something that defined the 90s toy trade.
Mine's done so many good deeds, it has more angel power. No, mine does. Mine.
Tamagotchi was a handheld, often keychained, always entertaining computer-generated pet that every kid just had to have. Where once the ears of Fluffy the family rabbit might have been played with, now the buttons of Bandai's greatest export were all any child needed. It taught us how to care for something on a daily basis, but it also showed us what would happen if we forgot to feed it. That wasn't so fun.
Feed it. Play till your heart's content.
Number 4. Super Soakers.
It's a water gun of a higher caliber.
There was a time when a water pistol was a humble, simple contraption. But the Super Soaker changed the water fighting world forever. First sold in 1989, this thing revolutionized every last aspect of the summertime weapon. The triggers were more ergonomic, the canisters more aesthetically pleasing. The pump action made us all feel like action heroes. But most importantly, the shot was seriously powerful.
Now that's pressure! Nice shot!
When you got hit by one of these, you didn't expect dry clothes for a week. Never had a product name more perfectly described the product itself.
Oh, Buffy!
A range of up to 60 feet.
Number 3. Nerf.
Face it, you're either on one end of a Nerf weapon or the other.
From a summertime gun to an everytime gun. Since 1970, Nerf made many a foamy fun thing. From footballs to basketballs to baseballs.
With the Nerf Liquidator Bat, your swing creates a tidal wave of power.
But this non-expanding recreational foam was most famous as high-performance playground weaponry. The child-friendly firearms became known as blasters, and they trumped anything else that your friends could throw at you. As the old adage went, it's Nerf or nothing. The only equipment necessary for many a recess war, Nerf was so cool they even had a young Seth Green on their TV commercials.
What's better than hitting the mall? Hitting it with a Nerf slingshot.
Way before Austin Powers, Green was all about firepower.
Definitely.
Number 2. Pogs.
Newsflash! It's a Pog Milk Jab invasion!
Collectively, collectible toys made up over half of our 90s countdown. Crazy Bones is another to just miss the cut.
So when they play battle, those bones are really gonna fly!
But was there ever, has there ever, and will there ever be a craze that catches on quite as effectively as Pogs? It was first played in the 1920s in Hawaii, and when it came back in the 90s, many kids didn't even know that these small discs with simple designs splashed across them were part of a game. They just liked to look at them. But there was method to the madness, a mixture of luck and skill with the slammer. Playing for keeps was like putting your life on the line.
And sold separately.
Before we pull our top pick out of the toy box, here are a few honorable mentions.
Skip it, skipping and a screaming and a bop to bop.
Twist it. Pull it.
Man, that looks easy.
Half it. Sure, it looks easy.
Jack is great stuff. Oozy.
Polly Pocket has a stage where she dances ballet.
Wow.
Mighty Max.
Number 1. Tickle Me Elmo. For parents, there was nothing more annoying. For kids, there was nothing more amazing.
Because his whole body's shaped with laughter.
A bizarre combination of the Beanie Baby, the Furby, and the Tamagotchi, Tickle Me Elmo was the joke that never, ever got old.
Oh boy, that tickles.
The It toy of Christmas 1996, the Sesame Street favorite had us in fits of laughter because he was in fits of laughter. Even the older kids couldn't resist. Tickle Me Elmo is now LOL Elmo, which tickles us in itself. A toy that stood the test of time. Like all good things, it found fame in the 90s. Do you agree with our list? Which toys did we leave behind? For more nostalgic top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
It's fun!